Hi, Raider families. This is Mr. Engel coming to you from Southwest High School. As you probably heard this week, the Fort Worth Board of Trustees announced our return to school in-person plans. I want to take a couple moments to make sure I go over those plans and make you feel comfortable about what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. So let me first start with, we need your decision. We'll be sending out a reservation Google form that we need to make sure that if you are choosing in-person instruction, we need to make sure that you complete the Google form to make sure that you reserve your spot here for in-person instruction. It's critical that you fill out this form. If you don't fill out the form, you will remain a virtual instruction student. So please make sure you fill out the form, make sure you complete it so that we have all the information necessary to keep everyone safe and to make sure that the instructional practices your child receives are outstanding. Let's talk about some dates that have been set by our Board of Trustees. Starting October 5th, freshmen and only freshmen who choose the in-person option by completing the reservation form will be allowed to come back to school. Now, not all freshmen will come every day. We're going to be on a hybrid model, meaning some freshmen that choose in-person will come on the first Monday and Tuesday block, and some freshmen that choose in-person will come on the second Wednesday and Thursday block. We're going to have a very detailed calendar. We'll let you know exactly what days your child is attending, but if you do choose in-person, know you're only choosing in-person for at the most 3 days a week, and some days it'll be as much as just 2 days a week. Let me go over the calendar again. October 5th, those people who choose in-person for freshmen only will be either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, Thursday. The following Monday, which is October 12th, is a teacher workday. So that Tuesday, October 13th, 9th and 10th graders will return to those that choose in person, and those that again fill out the reservation form, those students will come to in-person instruction October 13th. October 19th is when all grades, 9th through 12th, students who choose in person will be able to start returning. But again, not everyone isn't returning for all in person every day. The hybrid model allows for students to come in blocks, which means we'll have any student who chooses in person, we'll have half of those students come on Monday, Tuesday, half will come on Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll rotate the Friday block depending on, which group you're in will determine whether you come on Fridays. But again, we'll make that very clear once you choose and fill out your reservation form. In coming back to school, I want to make sure that we understand what's the difference between virtual and in-person. Well, first, we're all going to be on the same bell schedule. So starting on October 5th, not next week, October 5th, we're going to go back to our bell schedule. That's a traditional school calendar. We'll start at 8:30 and the classes will be 90 minutes long. There'll be about a 5-minute break in between, about 50 minutes for lunch, and I'll make sure the bell schedule is posted here and in our Raider resource page so you can follow along with what our bell schedule. And again, that bell schedule will be for everyone, whether you're virtual or in person, starting October 5th. So I want to make sure that's clear. The other thing is, you're not going to see a huge difference between in-person and virtual instruction. Kids are going to be receiving the same asynchronous material, and then the support will be where some students receive support in a virtual environment and some students receive support in an in-person situation. But I want to be clear, both are going to be very similar. The way we support students will obviously be your choice as a family, but I want to make sure that you understand we expect our virtual and our in-person instruction to be very similar and to be very comprehensive and to meet the needs of your child. Raiders, those of you thinking about choosing in person, I want to make sure that we go over some very clear expectations of if you choose in person, the expectations we'll have for you and for others to remain safe here at school. One, students must wear a mask. We encourage you to wear a mask that you probably have already purchased. I would really rather you wear a mask than one of the gaiters, but a facial covering is what we're looking for. Please know that if you don't have one, we have some here that we will provide to you, but you will be required to wear it at all times while in the building. If you ride the bus will be 2 people to a seat, and again, you will be required to wear your mask at all times. We are asking that you do your safety check from home prior to entering school. We will have a QR code that we'll send out and make sure that you're aware of, and you can scan that and go over it. A couple other clear expectations that I want to make sure I bring to your device. Water fountains, obviously we won't be sharing the water fountain drinking, but we do now have water bottle dispensers. So if you want to bring your own water bottle, there is a station you can fill your water bottle up at. Again, you need to bring your device every day. The virtual environment is going to be happening whether you're in person or you remain virtual. So it's imperative that you bring your laptop every single day and that you bring a charge because we'll be using it in every single classroom that you're here. Couple other things just to make sure that you understand. Hallways will be divided and they'll be taped down, and we'll expect you to follow some certain protocols in regards to that. We're going to make sure that our transitions and limiting how long you're in the hallways, those things are important. There's going to be assigned seats in every classroom and lunch. I want to remind you that freshmen must stay on campus for lunch. Only 10th, 11th, and 12th graders can go off campus for lunch. And again, if you go off campus for lunch when you re-enter the building, we're going to ask that you don't re-enter the building at any time without having your mask on, and that you've washed your hands and that you've taken all the precautions necessary to keep yourself safe and to keep others safe as we move through this in-person back to school learning environment. Want to end with, man, I'm so excited. I can't wait to have those of you who choose to come back, but I want to make sure those of you who still aren't comfortable, it's your choice. And we're going to make sure the virtual environment stays comprehensive, stays on task, and is very supportive. So if you're uncomfortable, I want you to feel comfortable selecting the virtual option and know that we're going to make sure that your child is not going to be left behind because you choose the virtual environment. If you do choose the in-person, can't wait to see you. But when I do see you, I want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to keep each other safe, because that's the #1 priority, making sure that we all can continue and that we can continue to beat this virus and move forward and hopefully enjoy this opportunity to return to school. The phase-in plan is very clear. We do have a plan for, just about everything, and it's going to be critical that you follow it. Again, excited. This Friday night is our first football game. It is limited fans. It's at Clark Stadium at 7 o'clock. I just want to make sure fans understand that, while at any Fort Worth ISD event, you're going to be required to wear a mask. Please bring a clear plastic bag so that, they don't want to go through your and touch your things, but they do want to be able to make sure that what goes into the stadiums are safe. And, I hope you get the opportunity to come out. Students, you have to have a parent with you to attend the game. So students can't just show up on their own like they have in the past. I want to be clear about that. And again, be clear about masks at all opportunities in Fort Worth ISD. So lots of exciting news. I'm so excited to, again, implement our plan for a safe and productive in-person opportunity. But I want to ease some people's minds who are continuing to stay virtual and know that we're going to make the experience the best for both opportunities and support your decision as a family. Until next time, I'm so proud to be a Southwest Raider. We got this.